Oh, whew. That's delicious. Happy New Year! Okay, so I decided to try something new today. I am drinking the Ombre Rosé. It is a sparkling rosé. I mean, it's all in Italian. So Rosé de Pinot, Vino Spumante, Brut Italia. Have I offended any Italian people yet? I mean, it's delicious. This is refreshing. I feel like I'm ready to take on 2020 or just drink more. The other super exciting thing that I have is I got a Levain bakery cookie. Pretty sure this is one of Oprah's favorite things years ago. I think you can only find this in New York City, which is why I'm doing it today, because I am doing a collaboration with a very cool New York City chick. I'll tell you who it is in a second. Hold on. First, I have to show you this cookie. Now, it doesn't look like much in my hands, but let me tell you something. I got the dark chocolate peanut butter. This is a moist, dense, delicious situation. That's finger looking good. Let's ring in the new year on a sugar and alcohol high, shall we? First reason I'm super excited is because this video is my best of 2019 in makeup. Second reason I'm excited is because it is a collaboration with Alicia of Kinky Sweat. She's based in New York City, so am I. I feel like I'm hitting all the really cool New York City YouTubers. I did Teresa's Dead, now I'm doing Kinky Sweat. What's next? If you guys are not familiar with Kinky Sweat, you need to get with it. Her channel is fantastic. I love her humor. If you like the humor on my channel, I really think you're gonna dig her a lot. She's hilarious. She does fantastic makeup reviews. I feel like she's one of my go-to people. I always want to hear what she has to say about the newest release. Not only does Alicia do makeup, she's also a contortionist. What? She is a fitness professional, and if you follow her Instagram, which you absolutely should, you will see all of the crazy contortions and stretching that she does. It's like I can't take my eyes off of it. When one of her posts scrolls past my eyes, I'm just mesmerized. Also, she rocks the best head wraps, and y'all know how I feel about a head wrap. I pretty much wear them every single day of my life. She's just got a lot of personality, and you know, I feel like that's something that can be a little bit lacking in the beauty community on YouTube. Don't come for me. After you're done watching this video, please go and check out Kinky Sweat's Best of 2019. I know she's gonna have some good stuff. I cannot wait. What can I say about 2019? Okay, bye. This is a list of my best of the best of 2019. These were things that I could not put down, things that I think are the cream of the crop that rose above everything else. So first I want to talk about a primer, and this actually is a product that I did talk about in my skincare video, because not only is it a primer, it's skincare as well, which is my favorite situation. Y'all know I love a 2-in-1. This is the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. I love the fact that Good Molecules came out with this, because apparently silicone is something that breaks out a lot of people's skin. This is formulated with shea butter, macadamia seed oil, and a plant-derived silicone alternative to deeply hydrate, smooth, and nourish the skin. I use this on top of my skincare regimen. It seals everything in. I feel like my makeup lays down gorgeously. Almost everything I'm showing you today, I'm wearing on my face. This is no exception. Not only is it skincare, not only is it a primer, but the price point is on point. I really don't gravitate toward primers anymore unless I know it's filled with really good stuff for my skin, so this is my go-to right now. And I know you're dying to know what my foundation of the year is. It is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I am wearing this on my face today. I love this specifically for fall and winter. This is just a flawless dewy situation. Two of my favorite high-end tinted moisturizers are the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer and the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder. I mean, they can't do anything wrong. This is a dupe for those, in my opinion. Again, the price point is like, you can't beat this, and I feel like I'm getting the same quality, the same coverage, the match to my skin is damn near perfection. If you're curious, I happen to wear the shade Fair 4N. I believe ColourPop also just announced that they won some sort of award for this as well. If you want something a little bit more full coverage, my favorite thing to do is to mix this into a more full coverage foundation like say the Fenty Pro Filter, and you get this Goldilocks foundation. It's just like mwah, chef's kiss perfection. I also love the packaging on this. It's really easy to travel with. This is just, I can't say enough about it. Moving on to concealer, I'm gonna be a little bit of a broken record here and tell you that my favorite concealer of 2019 is again the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Concealer. I'm not a huge concealer person. A lot of the time I'll just take whatever foundation I'm using and just double it as my concealer. This really won me over because of the hydrating element. As far as I'm concerned, hyaluronic acid is the winner of 2019. It has changed my skin for the better. This is my go-to for my under eye concealer as well around my nose where I tend to have like some broken blood vessels and redness. And you can shear it out. I use just a very, very small amount because I don't like anything cakey. Sometimes I just get overwhelmed because I'm like, I could literally get everything from ColourPop. I really could. I mean, their price point is amazing and the quality of their products is just off the hook. ColourPop Pretty Fresh, good job. Moving on to my favorite under eye setting powder. I am loving the NYX HD finishing powder. This is in the shade Banana. When I use this, I feel like I pretty much look like I went back in time. It is just snatched up in there. And let me tell you, it's not like I don't have some fine lines and wrinkles at this point. So my favorite way to apply this is to take a damp sponge. Sorry, this is a little dirty right now. And just set it into the powder, place it very gently underneath the eye. Then I will take a big powder brush and just sort of brush any excess away so it looks really nice and natural. But I'm loving this. Again, the price point, like you can't go wrong. Okay, so moving on to my favorite face setting powder. Guys, I talk about this all the damn time and I'm sorry not sorry, it's truly amazing. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. You can see how well loved it is. I'm almost out. It really does give the appearance of an airbrushed finish. I love using this with anything, but specifically with my tinted moisturizers because this is just matte enough to cover any areas that might get a little greasy throughout the day, but it's not too matte. It's just, well, it's just airbrushed is what it is. I've had this for at least a year and it's still not finished, so I feel like you get really good value for your money. I will go out on a limb and say that Charlotte Tilbury is currently my favorite luxury brand. I just think she is nailing it to the damn ground. Next thing I want to move on to is bronzer, and I'm a little embarrassed because it looks like a 5-year-old girl owns it. I don't even know how this happened. There's like lipstick all over it. It's disgusting, but you know what? I don't care because it is a fantastic dupe for the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which has always been my go-to. Anyway, this is the ColourPop Pressed Powder Face Bronzer in the shade Afternoon Delight. I know that bronzer shades differ for everyone's skin tone. This is killing it for mine, and I feel like the quality, again, for the price point is really good. Okay, so now I went back and reviewed my best of 2018 from last year, and I realized that I talked about this same product, but you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna give you 2 cream blushes, by the way, okay? Not just a repeat. But this is the Glossier Cloud Paint in Storm. I've been talking about this product since day one. I feel like it's taken a lot of people almost 2 years to get on the train, but that's okay. This is the perfect flush. It's just gorgeous. This is like you've been skiing in Aspen. This is like you're sitting having a hot toddy watching people ski in Aspen. Whatever you want it to be, you're in Aspen. If you guys are not familiar with the Glossier Cloud Paint, it is the easiest thing to apply ever. It is a gel liquid blush. You can see how pigmented that is. A little bit goes a long way. This tube is probably gonna last me like 2 years, maybe even more. Just to talk about a different cream blush that I've also been loving. The winner for this year is the e.l.f. cream blush in the shade Rose Royalty, which is what I'm wearing on my skin today. This is stunning. I feel like this would be a universally flattering shade. It also comes in another shade I love, which is Soft Peach. I just feel like this is a situation where I can throw this on and it's immediate health. So if the Glossier Cloud Paint intimidates you because it's so pigmented pigmented, I feel like this is a perfect alternative for you. It's really easy to apply. You can apply it with your fingers, you can apply it with a sponge, a brush, whatever. It's just the perfect throw it on your cheeks and go, and people are gonna be like, she's super healthy. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is highlighter, and this is a repeat, but I'm sorry, not sorry, because that's how damn good it is. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This highlighter is everything to me. It's all I'm using. I don't even use powder highlighter right now. I'm just throwing this on my cheeks every day. I'm gonna do it for you. I already have some on. I don't care. And then you can use your finger or use a damp sponge. I mean, it's just the perfect glow. It's not glittery, it's not too blingy. You can use this all over your face. You can mix this into your foundation if you want to be like glowy McGlowerson. You can use it, well, you know what? Let's put some on our little Cupid's bow. So beautiful, it's so easy to use, it melts into the skin like a damn dream. And it's just a fact, as we get older, cream highlighter is just better. You know, it doesn't set into your fine lines and wrinkles as much, and it just looks more natural. Can't say enough. You guys know I love me a feathered brow. I'm all about the feathered brows. I'm about a very sort of natural, bushy situation. You can take that however you like. This is the Glossier Brow Flick, and I'm obsessed with it. At first, I was a little bit on the fence, a little bit nervous about how to use it. Actually, I watched Katie Jane Hughes do a tutorial where she used this, and I was like, I am in love with that. I use this in conjunction with other brow products. What I tend to do is use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I fill in my brows, then I brush them up, and then I very lightly take this and I go in and just make very, very light brow strokes with it. Let it dry. Then I go in with my Glossier Boy Brow and I just brush through that again so that it looks really, really natural. It doesn't look drawn in or anything like that. I've never seen anything like this. It's really unique and I think it creates just a really beautiful effect. Moving on to my favorite eyeshadow palette of 2019. Drum roll, please. It's the Alter Ego Daydream palette. I'm wearing this on my lids today and it is just such a stunning wearable palette, but you can also make it really glam. It's just my favorite shades, all in one palette, basically. It might not be your favorite shades, but it's my favorite shades. I just also think the outside of this package is nailing it. I love Alter Ego. It's no secret, but this so far is my favorite palette that they have come out with. Ooh, looks like I need more. Next thing I'm moving on to is lip gloss, which is like maybe my favorite makeup product that exists. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and be a little bit controversial, and I'm going to name a lip gloss product that is a limited edition product. So if you like it, you better get it soon because I think it's gonna go away. This is the Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse Mini Gloss Bomb Set. And if that's not a mouthful, I don't know what is. First of all, again with the packaging, like what is even going on here? I have been wearing all of these shades out. I mean, I put them back in here just because, you know, I wanted it to look nice, but they're the perfect size. I actually prefer this size to the normal size. I mean, obviously you're getting less product, but you can just put this in your pocket and just whip out the door. Today I'm wearing this shade, which is called Cheeky, and I think I've decided that it's my favorite shade in the set because on anyone's lips, it's just gonna be that juicy ass coral shade that, when you see lips like that, you can't look away. You know you can't. But they've got everything in here. They've got like a great lip topper shade, which is called Confetti. This number, which is a fuchsia shade. They've got something a little dark and rich called Hot Chocolate. And then they give you one of their best-selling shades, which is Fussy, which I own in its larger size. I feel like these are honestly all the gloss shades I need. And the other thing I love about this gloss is the feel of it. You can't have a sticky situation on your lips. You know what I mean? I don't want to see those strings in between someone's lips. It's so emollient, it's so comfortable. There have been a few times when I've been out and about and I've forgotten a lip balm. I know. And all I've had was this, and honestly, it got me through the day. It's that hydrating. I'm a huge fan. Sorry for people who watch this in a few months and this is sold out, but what can I say? You should have bought it while you could have. Sorry. me. Now, don't judge me, but the lipstick I'm going to mention is a tiny sample, which I know seems cheap of me, but what can I say? Sometimes I'm cheap. No, but really, this is something I have been wanting to try. I feel ridiculous holding this tiny lipstick. I'm just gonna push through it.
This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick.
As much as I love Charlotte Tilbury and as much as I've heard about her lipsticks, I cannot believe I've never owned one of them. Until this tiny sample was given to me by Sephora, I was like, damn if everyone's not right. This is amazing. I love this shade. It's like the perfect nude. I think it's universally flattering. It's obviously best-selling for a reason. Not even like a nude lipstick person, because I'm always gonna choose something like juicy and corally like this. But I have to say, this baby lipstick has converted me to probably buy a full size. The reason I chose this is because I have a lot of other lipstick brands that I love. You guys know I love the ColourPop Luxe lipsticks, but as far as a formula combined with a shade that I thought was universal and just stunning, I had to go with this one.
You have to take a nap now, okay?
Okay, moving on to facial mist. You guys know how strongly I feel about a facial mist, and I've tried so many. I've tried so many, and I can't say I've really met a facial mist that I didn't at least kind of like. This is a ride or die situation, and Mario Badescu is still my ride or die. This particular version is the aloe cucumber and green tea, which is my favorite. I love them all, but it's my favorite. This is what I set my makeup with. It's so good. This is what I mist on my face when I wake up in the morning. It's what I use when I just need a refresh throughout the day. This is $12. And it is still my favorite out of everything. I'm talking about everything, like the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist, still my favorite. Okay, the last thing I want to mention to you guys is a few brushes that just blew me away. Also, Alicia of Kinky Sweat is a brush expert. I feel like she does great reviews on brushes, just like Michelle Wong, so you should definitely check that out. I want to talk about my two favorite brushes from BK Beauty. Lisa J has created such a stunning product, and I really love all of her brushes. I had to choose my favorites, and so these are them. This is the 101, which is a foundation brush. This is what I use to put on my foundation today. I even used it to do my concealer. I mean, honestly, it's contoured, so it literally just fits my eye. Boop, boop, boop. It's perfect. This gives me the fastest and most natural and beautiful makeup application, period. And this is the 102, which is the large powder brush. And the large powder brush is what I use to apply my powder every single damn day. This gives me just the finest application. It is literally the softest thing I've ever put against my skin. If you saw one of my initial videos about these brushes, I said it was like putting a bunny on your face, and who doesn't want a bunny on your face? Let's be honest. It's also great to brush away excess powder. If you're gonna purchase any brushes from BK Beauty, I cannot suggest these enough. I have become such a brush lover in the last year, one, because I have been fortunate enough to have had some amazing brushes sent to me, but two, no matter how amazing your makeup is, if your application isn't good, it doesn't matter. The other brush I want to mention to you is a bronzer brush, and it was sent to me by Rephr. This is their P22 brush. I used it to do my bronzer today. This is flawless. It's the perfect size. It picks up pigment and puts it down like a dream. I feel like bronzer can be just very precarious. You know what I mean? I mean, you can really get in like a not great situation with bronzer. So you really need a great application tool. I'm obsessed with this. I have two of these, okay? Again, if you're going to choose like one singular brush from Rephr, this is the one you should get. Okay guys, so that is my best of 2019 roundup. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing, as well as clicking that little bell right beneath the video. That is going to alert you anytime I drop a new video. Please go and check out Kinky Sweat's video. I have linked her video and her channel down below. Subscribe to her. I know she is going to have some awesome suggestions. Just to get like a little sappy for a second, and I know I'm sorry, but I want to thank you guys, my subscribers, for an amazing 2019. YouTube is not really something that I ever considered doing, and it has brought such joy and such a gracious, loving, kind community into my life. And I'm getting a little emotional. It's really been something I look forward to every week, and I have you guys to thank for that, because if it weren't for you, I'd pretty much just be making these videos for no one. So thank you so much. I hope 2020 brings great new things, and cheers till next time. It was crazy. Oh my God. It's good.